Hi, I'm Priti Saraswat and I call myself a seeker. Before I come to what I want to talk about, I would like to ask you a question. What is the first thing that comes to mind when you wake up? Some of the women would say to prepare tea, breakfast, tiffin for the kids, my husband, or maybe the meeting I have to attend in my office, or the important thing or any event that's supposed to happen in their family that day. What thought come to me? The thought that comes to me is that what will I gonna do today that will fulfill me and allow me to contribute to the society? With contributing, by changing and evolving, we are changing the world and things around for the coming generations. I believe that I am a motorcyclist, a mother, a wife, a sister, a daughter, and a friend. I am a woman raising the next generation, living a balanced life between my work, family, and my passion. So let me share my story. Being born in village in my maternal grandmother's house, I was brought up in Delhi, the national capital. Since my dad was serving in the army, my mother used to take care of us. So the schooling, I did my schooling from Kendriya Vidyalaya, where all, the kids from all across India study. And as you know, when we are friends, we talk about everything. We talk about landscapes, we talk about food, we talk about culture, we talk about festivals. And that is always used to bring out the curiosity in me to visit all those places, exploring all the villages, all the towns, cities, and tribes of India. Since childhood, I had this dream of exploring the details that my friends used to share with me when school used to reopen after every summer vacation. However, the scenario at my house was entirely different. My dad took voluntarily retirement to take care of us, his land, his brothers, his parents. So he was not always here with us in Delhi. It was only my mom, my brothers, and my sister. Since my father was no longer serving in army, so we had to move out from the government quarters. My dad purchased a house nearby the school. Even though we were supposedly on Delhi in Even though we were supposedly in Delhi, our surroundings were very much like a village. And here I'm referring to the social setup and mentality of the people living around us. In fact, it was actually a village of Delhi having majority of Jat families living. Being born in a conservative Jat family in a region where women are expected to stay quiet and conservatively dressed at all the times. Right from gender biased upbringing to gender biased knowledge sharing, we women were told to do certain things that defines womanhood, that I termed as default. Our fathers, our brothers, even our mothers, our society are all busy to tell us how to wear, what to wear, how to bow down, how to just keep going, etc. etc. We are taught to bear pain and stay quiet. Female dependency on males for finances has been a major drawback in rural areas. Most of you must have witnessed the domestic violence. I have seen when I was small, I have seen a woman being beaten up just because she asked something from her husband. And it was something related to the daily needs, not the luxury. So this woman being dragged and beaten up by the husband in front of the whole family. The point, however, was not the commodity she asked for. It was about challenging her husband's authority. Now, is there anything we can do about it? Have we done anything about it? Rather, do we need to do anything about it? So here I would say I was lucky. Somehow my nanny, my mother, both were the silent rebels. Rebels with the right reasons for the right causes. I was nurtured by them with stories, cases, examples of how one should not just take punches on the face. Because you can either keep the pain, sadness, and stress and stay sad your whole life, or you can face those challenges and prove the world that you can do it. So, very soon I realized it's all in your mind. The body will behave the way you train your mind. People will respond the way you behave. Society will only change with your actions, triggered by your mind and your mental strength. This may sound very cliche and very ghisa pita, but then the problem of suppressing women have been old and ghisa pita as well, and there has been hardly any solution to it. I'm sure every one of you knows Rani Lakshmi Bai, the freedom fighter who fought with Britishers for her empire. My own Rani Lakshmi Bai moment happened when I stepped into that zone, which is generally perceived as men's zone, which was biking. Going distances on my own and learning, feel carefree for some times and then comes back to my womanly duties. People often ask me that why do I ride? Why did I choose to ride motorbikes? But yet people ask. Since each of us is very different, we express ourselves very differently. Some of us uses art to express, some of us paint, some of us uses music, some of us dance, and I express myself by riding my motorbike, going to the places, exploring. I ride, when I go to different places, different terrains, it gives me a different perspective. It shows me how minuscule and insignificant my problems are. On the other hand, how beautiful and vast our country is, how diverse our culture is, and yet how we are connected as human beings to one another. Human life is so dynamic, and we need to maintain balance. There has to be a constant movement. That's what bike teaches us. Moving ahead along with the balance. Each day, doing new things, learning more about us, about life, about our goal. Each day is a gift to fulfill yourself and to contribute. So, whatever we do in our life, we do it first for ourselves. Even if we are taking care of our children, we become parents because we wish to be. No kid call us and tell us to create a life. Once we know our purpose, we think of our family, then society, and then we turn it to contribution. Whatever we do, if we know our why, our purpose, we can focus well and thus easily reach the outcome we have set for ourselves. That is when I created my Women Motorcyclist Forum, which is called as Indian Women Riders. The one and only motive was to reach out to other younger women, girls, and fellow moms, to empower them, to strengthen their mind so that they can seek for their calling, the real calling. What does she want to become? A question that I asked myself once, and it took me almost a half decade to figure it out. What I should be. Being an HR postgraduate, have been working in corporate, was running my own boutique. Yes, I took my own time to figure out what I really want to be. And today, here I am speaking to all of you. I am able to share my thoughts. As today, I am crystal clear about my goals, my thoughts, and my purpose of life. In the course of my bike travel, I have discovered many things and constant changes within myself in terms of perceiving things. Sometimes a community could look dangerous but can turn out to be soft and helpful. Sometimes the most disturbing storm or rain can get you the most beautiful experiences, and sometimes on a bright, happy, sunny day, you can skid and may fall. Besides, there is a saying even in our Vedas that our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. Let me tell you the reality. No one will come and help you to do so, to figure out your why. And even if you try to explore, your wings will be clipped. But that doesn't mean you don't have to grow your wings back. I take my plunges and flights in or out of my dreams every day. Some have been achieved, many are yet to be achieved, and I'm sure someday I will achieve all of them. And even I will dream more and will be having much bigger dreams. If you want to listen to one point in my talk, listen to this. Don't wait. Talk to your mind. Take that plunge. And when you do so, you will finally be on your path, carving your own destiny. Till then, I love you. Jai Hind. Namaste.